and it's thinking about it. Hi! Welcome back to Starfall, our Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure featuring the Lasers and Liches 2.5 supplement, which is where all the weird sparky stuff comes from. When last we left our wonderful adventurers, who are... My brain tried to say all the names at once, and what came out was Tamavison, which is not correct.
That's my next character.
We are not in a three-way relationship. That is not an appropriate acronym of the three of us.
Thomas, David, and Allison. I'm your storyteller, Diamond, and, your favorite word flubber. Currently, I hope. When last we left our adventurers, this little ragtag band, on their way, zooming their way to Roytford, the next town before the Delta. And they hear a familiar thrumming. A familiar sound of giant buzzing wings. You don't see anything quite yet. Do you take any actions to prepare before you see things?
Roz has gone inside the box, yes?
Yep.
Terrific.
Also, if you're inside the box, you can't hear or feel this. It's not...
Yeah, I am inside the box currently, so if someone would like to tell me, that'd be great.
Rook will tell Friendly, who will immediately tap Sumasaur, Waspinosaurus troll.
Beat him at
a... Not that nonsense word, the other nonsense word, the one I meant to say.
Giant Bungasaur. And steps up, grabs his shield, I'll go to the code, does the gesture, and we'll get set up, or let Sumasaur through before he gets set up. Order of events.
Yeah.
We'll wait politely at the door.
You probably have time to do it.
No, I'm going to be setting up at the... I'm not poking my whole body out. What are you, crazy?
Oh, I see what you're saying.
What do I look like, a meat shield? Eh?
Well, we all got jobs to do.
Mm-hmm.
I brought the meat.
Ladies.
That's why I hired you.
Sumo.
I love you guys so much. Anyway, where were we? Oh yes.
I'm using the box as a sniper blind. Just perched behind it.
And then behind, so the box is your sniper blind.
Mm-hmm.
And you're in the box. And where is Sumasaur? Are you riding the horse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent. And Rook is, I guess, flying or on Sumasaur's shoulder or something. You're muted. Good job.
Rook is currently on on a motorcycle would be handlebars, but it's like the ears and mane, like right on top of the horse's head.
Excellent. And thus you ride into battle. All right, I'm just gonna move your characters to where they kind of are. And
so, just as a quick point, there is a moment, Sumasaur, when you're like going in between trailer and horse, that the trailer is almost hitting the dirt or hitting the bridge. Like it's just barely rated for you.
There's some sparks on the driveway.
After you all change your seating arrangement and continue forward, it becomes apparent that the thrumming noise is coming from in front of you and is variating. You can hear it getting a little louder, a little quieter. And not terribly long after that, you see it. Flying up into the air with like this huge, literally huge They're so big. Oh my god.
Gosh. Oh, no.
Dinosaur wasp with a lot of extra clawy arms, flying up in the air and hovering, and then stabbing itself down. It is clearly attacking something on the ground.
But not us yet.
But not you yet.
Okay.
Like off the bridge.
You guys have passed the bridge. You're just on the road.
Oh God! I thought we were gonna have to do this on the bridge.
Nope, that would have been if you had a cart. Anyway, so at about where you're at on the map is where I'm going to ask you to roll initiative, and then I will describe scene. You would like to roll your initiatives and put them in.
I'll see you all later.
You accidentally just got distracted. You found this thrumming really comforting, and we're just being like, is that unusual? Should I be concerned? Got lost in your head.
I'm being strategic.
Okay.
As far as you know.
You mean as far as they know?
Just aiming, right, getting that perfect shot.
I know everything.
But accident, you've actually fallen asleep behind your sunglasses, but we don't know.
How dare you?
You were absolutely, gosh, Tuesday was absolutely that kid in the class.
Oh, totally.
Just sitting
like
back.
I had the shades long before I had this gig. Like they just serve a purpose now when I'm in the city. Ah.
Sorry to audience. I am all sniffly because I got a COVID vaccine today and a Spider-Man Band-Aid.
Weird flex, but all right.
I didn't think there was a weird flex.
I was kidding.
Okay.
It's a meme.
Yeah.
But only when it's a weird flex. No, my ego! I needed that!
Memes are dead. Long live the meme.
Let's see. What die does this fool get? While you all are figuring out your... Oh, definitely gets that one.
I was actually trying to figure out like where I fall in the urgency of vaccine ranking. Like how does in remission rank among, like, I'm not elderly, but I'm not healthy.
You're going to be after people in care facilities and healthcare workers, but you're going to be before general public.
Yeah.
That's where.
But like how soon after?
Nobody can answer that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I
Because
just
reasons.
miss the world.
And the world misses you.
Depending on who you ask.
I miss you.
I miss you too. I did not realize you gave me pepper dice until you specified. I did not make that connection at all.
I bought the
nice
pepper.
little speckles.
I got the dice first, and I was like, they look like pepper. Now I have to send them pepper.
The pepper makes more sense now. Diamond sent me a care package with 3 packages of pepper in it, 2 grinders and a can. The majority of the box was black pepper. And I love black pepper, but what the hell? It was like that, a t-shirt I already knew she was sending me, and linen spray.
Well, if she had just sent you black pepper, that would be just like an alien trying to give a gift. Oh, I see you use this a lot. Here.
I mean, it kind of is anyway, because like the dice were packed under all the pepper. Like the dice were in the bottom under the t-shirt. So I saw those last.
They weren't when I packed it. They weren't when I packed it.
I don't know what
That
to
was
tell
just-
you.
That's the way
I
it
found it
transit.
when I pulled the paper out and it flopped into the back into the box.
So
But like
contents
I
may
opened
settle
this
during.
box and it's just a gift assortment of black pepper.
You're welcome.
Hey, Diamond, can
You're a black
you
soul.
put a turn on for Rook?
Oh, yes, of course.
Thank
And
you.
his machine
Why-
gun.
I almost go first. That's Sumo Sar.
There you go.
Is that your hype gesture?
No,
Ah,
I'm drying my nails.
You can also
I
I could
do
do
can't-
that.
my hype gesture.
I can't do
Yeah,
mine
I-
until tomorrow because I have to record doing them for the party, for the nail bar thing.
Ah.
Show people how easy this stuff is. And everyone voted for glitter. I should be shocked, but I'm not. Should I do glitter or stripes? And literally everyone glitter, duh.
People need to stop putting glitter on greeting cards.
You mean in
So-
greeting cards?
Well, that's a whole other thing. But like Hallmark needs to cut that shit out.
Everyone.
Yeah, like because you just
looks
touch
like-
them and you get glitter on your
Mhm.
hands.
And a lot of it gets rubbed off in shipping.
Okay. So, we're going to come back to game now. Sorry. But we're back to game because now
What?
those things are in. Yes, I know. So, at the top of the round, you've come close enough that you can see the scene before you clearly. And what you see is a horrific wasp creature dive bombing a single swordsman. The swordsman seems to have a long feline tail. And
Is this the DM introducing my love interest?
only if you want it to be your love interest. Like,
I mean, kind of racist, but whatever.
I mean, better than having it been introduced earlier, I guess. There are weird jokes there. Anywho, at the beginning of the round, the person with a cat's tail. This is a tabaxi. They have a cat's tail. Haha. And from that, it's probably obvious that they're probably that. They yell at the wasp. Like fancy, like posh British accent. I can't do it, but pretend it's that. But it's like, come and get me, you heathen!
Oh dear.
And Sumosaur, it's your turn.
How high up is the wasp?
It's like 40 feet up right now.
I'm gonna hold. I can't do anything right now.
Rook.
Rook will tell the horse to obey Sumasaur. Will move back and perch on Friendly's arm. As part of the move action, he will draw from the sleeve pouch the Wand of Paralysis, and he will ready in action for when Friendly casts a spell.
Friendly's turn.
Friendly readies in action to cast a spell when they are within 30 feet, and he will call out 30 feet.
Tuesday's turn.
Is this range increment accurate on the map?
Yes.
Fantastic. Looking through the site on Blanche, if those with good vision might see a glowing red target appear on the creature and then vanish, and that's me casting Hunter's Mark. And then I shoot at it. Wow. That was horrendous. My highest was a 10.
Oof.
That
So yeah,
no.
as I was saying, I fire some warning shots.
Yeah, none of that hits. Sorry.
Just getting its attention. That's all.
I had advantage on one of those. I'm just saying.
And
Maybe
that wasn't
die-
the one that got the 10? Is that?
No.
All right. Now it's the wasp's turn. And what it does is twitch its wings a little, or arms maybe, claws at the warning shots, and then dives directly at the, I'm going to leave it here-ish. Okay. Dives directly at this lovely, lithe being, flashing swords at it, and attempts to, kill it. The way you do. Exactly the way you do.
It's either a tabaxi or an elf with a fetish.
No judgment.
Yeah.
Ooh. And how does that work for you? Yep. So that, what happens is it dives, flips, and goes to stab him exactly how you would expect a horrible, horrible wasp to do. And the tabaxi seems to flash like his swords, dances away, and the wasp stabs just ground. And it is now moved away from him. The wasp is going to use the rest of its turn to try another attack. Isn't that great? Multi-attack. Warning.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's the worst. What is that? It's going to be also a that. Ouch. Successfully grabs. So, kitty cat dances away, and this wasp stabs butt into ground, and then reaches out with all of those extra arms that you saw and just sinks its claws directly into him, and you hear him scream. Because that is pain. It's definitely pain. How much damage is that? La la la. Oh, that's a lot. Lovely. Yes. And where's your hit points? Oh, good.
You're gonna kill my boyfriend.
Maybe. I have to just find a calculator. Hold on.
This is your meat cute.
In that he's gonna be meat in a second.
Mm-hmm. Meat cute?
Mm-hmm.
Meat cute. Meat cute. Meat cute?
That would be more like that. There we go. Whatever. So
I'm
now,
cute and he's meat.
so now it is grappled by a horrible, horrible thing, and it's his turn.
At what point does the horse move?
I figured that was going to be on Sumosaur's turn.
I did hold.
Well, so we were in motion.
Yes. Okay. So
I
how
just
fast
because
were
there
you
was a
going?
transfer of control. It goes 100 feet per round, so
Alright,
200 feet
So
at
you
double.
you will absolutely be in this region at any point. So you could just tell it
Okay.
to stop at any point as a free action, Sumosaur.
Okay.
So Would we then be close enough to trigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you mind moving your all self where you're going to be when you trigger and stop the horse?
I don't know that we should stop the horse, but
So I mean, would be like right here when you trigger? Is that 30 away?
Pretty
yeah,
close.
a little, just a touch back, but I'm also at the back of the lines, so that's fine. Charisma save. The swarm of error codes that have been building between Miles. Noise. Oh, sorry, that's the cat. Never mind. Sorry. The swarm of error codes that have been building between Friendly's hands. He just tilts his hands outward, and they swoop at the critter. It needs a charisma save.
It rolled a 17.
All right, and that's what
Sorry.
happens. But the ready to action still goes off, so now it needs a Constitution save.
That is a button. Button who's got? There's my button. And that is a 12.
Well, that fails. God damn it, we're getting the cat on 2 microphones now. That's
Or I'll mute for now.
Ow!
well, in that case, it does. Let me triple check that, but that will paralyze it, even without my bane. Yes, it is paralyzed for 1 minute. DC 15.
That is successful.
So, in the raven's beak, the length of stiff chain, it just turns it, and then it stops.
Let me give myself a thing so I don't forget, because for whatever reason, brains. That works. Little tiny clock in the corner. That doesn't help me at all. Whatever. It's paralyzed. We'll all remember that. Any other held actions? No? Okay. It is your friendly neighborhood Tabaxi's turn.
I just quickly, the horse should have plenty of movement if we wanted to get it into melee range. That's what Sumasaur was holding for, right?
Yes. You're still muted, Allison.
Yeah, I was looking to get in a melee range. Is it on the ground now that you've paralyzed it?
It is, yeah.
Sure, I will do an attack.
Are you going to stop the horse?
Are you gonna jump from the horse?
Yeah, you're still riding the horse that's going really fast, dude.
I mean, that's what I'd recommend. Just launch yourself.
Sure, I'll launch myself. Why not? Launching grapple.
Are you going to move the horse closer to the thing? Like, or are you going to do it from 30 feet away?
No, so I grabbed the wrong thing. No, why isn't won't let me use my character? It won't let me move my token anymore. Why?
What's happening? It says you should be able to.
Oh, there it goes. Okay, so I would probably, because it's on the road, right? So like there, and then jump.
You going to stop the horse too?
Yeah.
Like you tell it to stop and then jump before it does. Very dramatic style.
Yes.
I think you're
That
going to need
moment.
to make an athletics to do that jump.
Yeah.
At that speed, it had to be like skidding sideways for the last 30 feet of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got a 9 in athletics.
a little Tokyo Drift and then launch.
You don't quite make it to the thing, but you get really close. It won't take much more of your move to like grab to literally be at it. But you're facing its so I know that the way that it's shaped is a little weird on this, but its stinger is in the ground right now. So you're facing the butt part of its abdomen coming out of the ground. And on the other side of you is where it has frozen, grappling, Monsieur Tabaxi.
I believe you have advantage on this. I'm looking up paralysis. There we go. Yeah. And it's a crit automatically if you hit.
Nice.
Is that all attacks or just melee?
Any attack within 5 feet.
I mean, did you get an 11? I mean, I rolled so low, even on advantage.
Yikes.
Um,
You're rolling like me.
so I think I can't find it, but I think I got a +7 or 8, but I don't think that's going to be enough with a +4. So yeah, does 12 hit?
No.
No. So I attempt to grapple it, but I can't seem to get a good grip.
That's, it's not slimy in the same way that snakes aren't slimy, but you're just a little bit disgusted. Like, you're a little bit thrown off because you didn't quite make the leap, and you're just a little bit disgusted at grabbing a giant insect because things that feels a specific way.
Right? You.
Okay.
The feel of a thorax between your fingers.
Yes. But warm.
No.
Yeah.
No.
A warm, pulsing thorax.
Are you writing a romance novel?
No.
I'm so upset. Anyway. Did anyone else have any held actions, or are we good for now?
I think we're good.
Okay. The you hear the Tabaxi who had screamed for help say something in the Tabaxi language that sounds an awful lot like "Ha ha, foul beast," and he snicker snacks.
It varies by individual campaign, but quite often Tabaxi sounds like French.
So yeah, that I was going with about the correct thing.
Yeah.
So advantage because paralyzed and it's an auto crit. Thomas?
That is correct.
So despite having his arm like being grabbed in claws, he is able to use his swords. It looks like Friendly and Tuesday, you can see where you're at. He uses his swords in this swirling motion and snick, 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 and you hear it thud easily 4 different times, which is an amount of damage that I have to figure out. Hold on. And then so if that's the auto crit, but it's also that, then it's okay. Does an amount of damage. I just had to math it. It doesn't seem to hurt it as much as you would expect from it being unable to move and how well every one of those landed. Yay! And it is now the turn of the Sumosaur.
I'm going to attempt a wrestling move again.
The people's elbow. It's literally the only one I know.
The Dinoplex.
I understand what clotheslining is,
Oh yeah, I guess that too.
but I only
Natural.
figured that.
1. But it's still, I still have advantage, right?
Advantage.
Yep.
Yeah.
18.
18 should it hit? Wait, hold on.
I
Let me
hope
look.
so.
You think I should just have... I
It's-
feel like I
It's
need
a
this in
big
another...
target.
I know, right? Yes, an 18 hits.
Yay. I'm gonna attempt the backbreaker. Like slam part of it over my knee.
Ah.
And it
Bane
needs to
style.
roll a con save.
You're just kneeing a giant veloci wasp in the butt.
That's right.
And wasps have that midsection with that really tiny waist, you know?
Right?
It
So
rolled
that's-
It's like
It rolled a 13 for a con save.
snap it like one of those popsicles.
I don't think that's gonna do it.
No, it's not. I believe it's 14.
Oh.
Snap it like a Slim Jim.
I feel like I'm missing a page of my sheet. But-
Sumosaur finally gets the chance to rough something up.
right? And so now the next time they're not prone, it takes their entire move action to stand.
Okay.
That's what
Any
that
damage?
does.
Any damage?
12 damage. Bludgeoning.
Brilliant.
Yes, type is important. Isn't that fun? That is... Okay.
Do your wrestle moves? Those only take one attack, right?
Yeah, the two I know are throws. So technically, what I'm doing is a grapple, and then I essentially get a free attack once I've succeeded on that. So it's essentially an attack, but not exactly.
Any other move actions, bonus actions?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right, it's Rook.
Rook will ready in action
Okay.
to
Two.
activate the wand again if the Waspinosaurus gets its makes its save.
Friendly.
Bane.
Okay.
That's a charisma save again. The same series of error codes. It's just like
9. It does not make that save.
it gets a negative D4 on all saves and attack rolls from here on out. Access denied. Access denied. Access denied.
All right. Minus 1d4 on all attack rolls. Okay. Got it. Any other actions, bonus actions, things like that that you were doing?
He will duck back into the into the box and just kind of like
Okay. Tuesday.
Trying again with this shit. Oh god, so much better already. Okay. 18 and 16.
One of those hits.
Balls. Ah. Hang on, all my dice ran away. Hang on. That's not awesome, but here we are. Let's see. That's only 18 damage.
Okay. And you're firing it from your pistol,
Blaster, yeah.
which does fire damage.
Fire damage. It's all fire damage.
Okay.
And bonus action aiming.
What number did you say?
18.
16 damage?
18.
Oh, come on. I thought it would do the math for me. Why won't you
If
do the
you-
math for me?
if you put a plus or a minus sign.
There we go. I was trying to put in the whole equation. Wasn't do that. Okay. And then it is the wasp's turn, and it's still. Does it get to make a new save?
At the end of its turn, it gets to make a save.
All right. Well,
So after it's already done nothing, it gets to make a save out of minus 1d4.
and what's the paralyze?
It's Constitution, and
Thank
it's at -2.
So we'll just that. It made it. That would work.
All right. Then it has to make another one because Rook cocks his head and twists the wand
And this is
for his ready to action. Another Constitution, same save.
and it's
Also, this one's at -4.
okay. Does not make that
Nice.
one. It's like mid like getting upset and is like suddenly its mouth opens just a little and then it freezes again, and you can see like the slavering jaws aiming for this tabaxi. The
God, there's
tabaxi
nothing worse than a stun lock cleric. It just
Now you're gonna get.
the tabaxi can also see the jaws opening and goes, "Ho ho, friends!" And takes the disengage action to remove himself from claws.
doesn't even have to.
Okay. But for the functionality of what also is happening is he is removing himself from the claws and moves around to the side of Sumosaur because it's a big creature, but it's not that big where it would take a whole move action. And having not witnessed what was happening, but sees you think you still have it grappled, right, Allison?
Well, I didn't continue the grapple, so I grappled it and like did the backbreaker move, and then it's over.
Okay, so he moves over onto this side. And says something jaunty about how it's better to fight with friends, and then attacks it 4 more times. Let's see how that goes. That's 3 hits, which is gonna be okay. Okay, got it. And again with those swirling like sword cutting, slices into it a bunch and then leaps backward and doesn't do as well this time and is clearly also showing off. And there's some sort of ha-ha! And it is Sumosaur's turn.
All right, I will attempt another grapple. It's over 20.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it auto fails on strength.
Oh, so I do crit damage?
Yep.
Okay. Another backbreaker for 27 damage.
I'd say it would feel that, but since it's frozen, you can't tell at all. 27. That's significant. You can't tell that it's you definitely can't tell how injured it feels. Well, that's the wrong guy. Wrong person. But it seems to be leaking, or it would be. It seems to be leaking.
I did that.
From a lot of places.
That was me.
There you get like an appreciative like, yeah, man, from or whatever equivalent is like, indeed, good sir. I don't know. And it is Rook's turn.
Rook will ready in action.
I believe the word is huzzah.
Huzzah! Yes. Yes, he's definitely a Hazar.
Rook will ready in action.
Yeah. Friendly's
Uh,
turn.
Resets the wand. Friendly gathers the most malignant of all the codes he knows around him, emerges from the box, floats his way over to the bee, and just gathers everything wrong with reality for a moment around his hands, looks at the creature's eyes, and inflicts wounds at 3rd level.
Whew. Damn.
Well, it wasn't an awesome roll, but thankfully my spell attack makes it only a 14.
That does not hit.
Couldn't find an unarmored spot. Lame. Dice, how thou hast betrayed me.
Roll 20, man. It has no concern for your narrative.
No, not at all. Your new chatterbox friend says, "That is not a huzzah. What did you do? Did you curse it?" And it's Tuesday's turn.
Two dirty 20s in a row.
Yes.
Actually, I have advantage because I aimed. Yeah, two dirty 20s in a row.
Okay. They both hit.
Yay! Three, 23, 30, 40 points of fire damage.
Whew.
Wow.
This is what happens when I hit.
You see holes form in it. One of those blew a hole through it. You see, you get a nice view through your scope of exactly what the inside of a wasp dinosaur hybrid looks like. It is meatier
Great.
than you expected.
There's a meteor?
Meteor? Meteor.
It's the wasp's turn. It doesn't do anything because it's paralyzed, and then it tries to not be paralyzed. Roll a d4.
Because that'll
Okay.
solve
-1.
everything for it.
It does not make it. And your new friend, not exactly cackling, but certainly like enjoying the turn of events here, slices it a few more times. Again, like, and is putting like a pirouette in there. Like, it's beautiful. It's also painful for the thing. Yep. Okay. Sumasaur. It is your turn, Sumasaur. This thing looks beat to heck. You can feel if you're touching the abdomen, you can feel that it is not thrumming or thumping as well as it had been.
Beat.
Does 18 hit?
It does.
Yeah. The habit make it. I'm still getting damage, double damage dice, and then it needs to make. Well, I guess it already made that con save. What's my other one? Oh, I'll just do the same one. 22 damage.
You kill it. Would you like to describe that?
Like I break it over my knee, and it just and the insides just gush out, and it snaps in half.
Cracks like a shell.
Yeah.
2 distinct pieces.
We did it.
Very dramatic.
Covered
Sheathing,
in bug goose.
huzzah! Your new friend sheathes both swords. You are out of turn order. Sheathes both swords and goes to try and dig the stinger out of the ground.
I'll try to
Friendly
take some kind of trophy from this. This is pretty cool.
Friendly stands over it and looks into its eyes while it dies.
Wow.
You see there is a rage incarnate in there that you were not able to feel, but you know existed.
His smile never wavers.
Of course it doesn't.
The second you said Sumasora killed it, the visual I got in my head was I put 2 holes all the way through it, and he just broke it along the perforated line. Just like notebook paper.
So while digging up this, so your new friend, I don't know what you guys are doing, is digging up this stinger and cutting out the venom sac from the bug. Bosaurus. Bugosaurus.
Hold on there, friend. Spoils of the kill belong to the killer. That's Sumasaur.
Well, right? Slight startled cattail. Well, thank you so much, good sir, for your service to Roytford. This venom is necessary for creating the anti-venom that we use in our hospital.
Sumasaur, that means they're willing to pay for it.
He literally hisses at you.
How?
I'm watching you close right now.
Sumasaur is like, why do you need this anti-venom? Like, are there people sick?
I'm trying to figure out words. He isn't pausing. Diamond is. Not particularly, but there's always chances, and we're running low.
It's antivenom specifically for attacks from this type of animal, or things an antivenom they turn into a bunch of stuff.
Oh, it turns into many things. There
Gotcha.
are he names whatever the gas is that's in that crater that way, and some sea creatures and various other things. It's fascinating, I'm told, because it is a match of both insect and reptile. It covers a broad range for anti-venom.
Are there any other useful parts?
I'm certain there are, but that's not what I'm here for.
Well, I don't care that you take it. You helped us kill it.
Huzzah! You
Did he,
are
though?
a good person.
He did damage to it.
He did a lot of damage to it.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't want to carry that around in my fanny pack. Like, I keep my food in there, guys.
You might get poison on your buns, and you don't want that.
It is like, like the size of one of my giant pillows. Like, it's not small.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about organs that big at all.
You ever see someone get stung and the stinger gets left in their skin?
Yeah.
Sometimes the poison sac is attached.
Yep.
Just comparative size wise, we're talking a beanbag chair.
Yeah.
Oops.
It's fine. You only need one every now and again, right?
Yeah.
From this. I have no interest in the rest of this, and pointedly at Friendly, and while they would certainly pay some random adventurer, I do it out of the goodness of my heart.
Insight check.
Roll it.
Just so everyone has the same experience I did, it hovered on 1 and then landed on 17.
Whew, nice.
Just to mess with me. So that's a 25.
Not the whole truth. Not lying, but not the whole truth.
Can I smell a profiteer on him?
I don't know what that means. Can you do that again?
I'm a bounty hunter. I can smell when someone's in this for a buck.
He's not in it for a buck.
With just a passive insight of 17, friendly will just pop off, and no part of that has anything to do with glory or adulation, pride, and perhaps your self-image.
You wound me, sir. My self-image doesn't need any help. Have you seen how fabulous I am? Oh, no, wait, you can't. One moment. Takes off a helm, and you know what? You have never seen a prettier cat in your life.
Hey.
Sorry. Beautiful, like, gray fur with slightly darker gray streaks, like, the shiniest fur ever.
I'm the same kind of cat.
Oh, I didn't even think about it. I'm sorry. I RNG'd this. RNG just gave this to you.
I see how it is.
RNG
You've never seen a prettier cat. They look exactly like you, but better.
Yep.
God, it's like if Tuesday bathed.
Why do you think I don't?
We're just on the road a lot.
You might notice Tuesday that they are wearing, like, whatever Under Armour is in this world at, like, turtleneck, though. So you can really just see hands, paws, and tails.
Mm-hmm.
My self-image doesn't need any help.
The town he named, are we headed there?
Yep.
Sumasaur, you could be the conquering hero and carry this in yourself. It would help our local reputation.
Ears flat back.
Could we bring it together?
Since you don't care about the glory.
Out of the goodness of your heart.
Mm-hmm.
That's the word. We'll give you a ride in, even.
I beg your forgiveness, good sirs. And ma'am, madame, whatever is the most appropriate. I don't know how to do this in real life. But
Eminence.
No, Diamond doesn't know how to. Anyway, well, I sincerely apologize. I cannot let you take this to the hospital.
Why?
I sort of owe them a debt.
Now we're hearing the truth. Fantastic.
It's also out of the goodness of my heart.
I don't think so. You owe them a debt. That is not your kindness.
You don't know the full story. But if I don't bring it in, my debt remains unpaid.
Sumasaur, it's your bounty. I'm just trying to help here, but it's your decision. I don't think he's gonna sell it, but I do think we're finally getting the truth from him.
Yeah, I have no attachment to making money off of this. I mostly want a trophy to show that I have killed such a beast. So maybe I'll take some of the waspy dragon scales.
There's still the head.
There are claws, there's a head, there are wings. You can get those turned into a pretty keen glider, I have seen. There's antenna.
One might think that such a debt paid for with such a thing would be transferable.
I don't understand your meaning.
Sumasaur, I think perhaps what he owes this hospital, he may now owe to you.
Yeah. I was choosing not to say that, but yeah.
Well, we could probably sell parts of the rest of this. Could we get it into town?
If we chop it up, it'll fit as easily in the box. There's a whole yard in there that we could spread out the parts like
Yeah.
like
she
we're
gonna be
dismantling
okay
a Chevy.
with that?
What?
Is the small child gonna be okay with that?
Honestly, I think yes.
Nobody ask her.
Yeah,
She might love it.
yeah.
She is,
I
does seem,
I give it
she does
I give it
strike you
5
as kind of a
minutes.
geek.
I give it 5 minutes before she's wearing the skull like it's a helmet.
So
Well,
I
I
will
would
I will say to this fellow, to this tabaxi, if you can help us, I guess, process it and put and get it in the box, and then you can have the sack. I don't care.
He's the only one of us with a long blade.
two of them actually. So like
Exactly.
he sets down the venom sack and with a toothy grin draws both swords and like flips them and says, "I'm your Huckleberry." In the
And then just
flirtiest way.
And then just starts like he taking apart a chicken. Just
Yeah.
leg.
Yeah.
A giant chicken.
Cheerfully helping you cut it up into pieces.
Huzzah!
Friendly will begin recasting the travel sequence.
So what's your name, traveler? He says to Sumosaur while he's chopping.
I go by Sumosaur. How about yourself?
Perhaps you've heard of him.
Did you say that out loud?
Yeah.
Like, oh, no, but I'm Habit. Perhaps you've heard of me. And like, tilts like an invisible hat.
Of course he does.
And then does a little flip. Like, yeah.
If he calls me Milady, I'm shooting him in the face.
He's just extra, not a douche. Come on.
That's sometimes a thin line.
Tell me about it. Helping you process it. And your friends? Who
Tuesday.
are you?
Hi.
I notice you're a fantastic shot with your blaster.
Yes, I am. This is Blanche.
Greets Blanche like a person.
Pull it out, spin it, present it, holster it.
Greets Blanche like a person. Like, I'm so pleased to meet you, Blanche. And flips both of his and says, "This is Snookums and this is Lucin." And flips them back to cutting. I can't hear you, Allison.
That's adorable. I love it.
I didn't name them, but I agree. It is adorable. And there's nothing like being killed by a blade called Snookums.
Yeah, no surviving that.
Like,
I'm
Thomas
just watching him
like,
take apart the chicken.
well, so he will continue helping you all take apart the chicken, which will take a little bit of time to do. Day
That
continues.
ends well for the chicken.
What?
Doesn't end well for the chicken.
No, it doesn't. And I guess you guys start putting bots inside. Parts inside the box.
That's a special kind of smell.
Yep.
Oh, man.
Which is what brings Roz out of the castle to go, "What'd you bring? What is it?"
It's a puzzle.
Oh
What?
That's a terrible way to say that.
no,
What?
no, no! It's not
It's
a puzzle.
carcass. It's a carcass.
It was a bad thing, and we killed it, and now we're taking it apart so we can keep the parts and sell them for profit.
They're so big. Is that a
Yes.
wing?
Yeah.
What
Look
are
at the
they
head.
like? She pops her head out of the box because the head's still out of the box because why not?
Mm-hmm.
And says, "Oh, it's the wasposaurus."
Yep.
Oh yes.
To which
We
your new
killed.
friend also turns and says, "You brought a child?"
Extenuating circumstances.
You get like a single eyebrow raise and a
Sometimes you don't have a choice.
So eventually, you all have put the parts inside. We've gotten through the things.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you're actually taking with you. The meat does not seem like it would be eatable. You don't want to eat that. So,
No.
just the bits. As you're prestidigitating yourselves clean.
Yeah. Eating
Um,
dragon meat just seems like asking for trouble.
As you're prestidigitating yourselves clean, he said holding his venom sac in a sack. Venom sac in a sack. Uh, he says, "So is that offer of traveling together still open? It is safer with companions."
Certainly.
Lovely.
At which point the ritual concludes.
Oh, you travel in style. I like it.
Just stand on the disc.
You don't know the passphrases to get safely into the box, I'm afraid.
Are you saying I need to say please?
No, we're
No, I'm
saying
saying you
stand on the
can't go
disc.
in.
Oh, well then just say that. Jeez. And go ahead.
No, 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 no.
The most iconic D&D sound.
as a as it starts up and you've taken the sassiest tabaxi with you ever on your way to Royford, that is where we're going to call it for the evening. Oh, if you've been enjoying this, whatever just happened, give us a like. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. There are links about all of the stuff that we're using in the doobly-doo, and I am happy to talk more about the RNGs I used to throw that together kind of last minute. They weren't going to get through this without a waspinosaur, because, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
What the heck? Ah, from all of us the Game Breakers, have a good game.
I would have been so annoyed with myself